today, but we have a lot of folks here to speak, which is great to see. A few items that folks want to discuss, and they turned in participation forms for Liberty County Commissioners Court, and we want to hear from each and every one of y'all. So I believe y'all know how this works. You come up, give us your name so Ms. Chambers can be sure and get it right. And then you have 3 minutes to speak. So I believe everybody knows that. And believe it or not, we do keep time the old fashioned way. Okay. Yeah. And it's pretty accurate. So, once we hit the 3 minutes, well, I'm going to give you, okay, just one more second. Okay. The first things on here, notices and proclamations. Dee Dee, I don't think we had any notices or proclamations today. So we will start now with public comment. And majority of y'all, thank you for including your address. Thank you for including the item number on here in which you wish to speak. So what we'll do is call up the first person. If you would, come all the way up to the front. This microphone here is live, as best I can say. I'll give you that one, okay. And you can speak into the microphone clearly so everybody can hear you. And it'll be a part of the court record, okay? So first person is Tracy Dupree. You live in Magnolia. Thank you for coming, Tracy. And the item on the agenda she wishes to speak about it is the animal issue.
The animal issue,
yes.
Good morning. Thank y'all for having us. My name is Tracy Dupree, and I'm from Magnolia, Texas, Montgomery County. And I have been here to Cleveland several times to either help feed the stray dogs, the packs of dogs that are on the streets, or to pick up a dog that's in dire straits to take it to a rescue. And I've never seen anything quite as bad as the streets in the colonies, just packs of dogs. We don't know if they're owned or not. It seems to be getting worse with the litters, litter after litter. So I'm just here to ask you to try to find help for these animals. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Dupree. Raquel Rima. And Raquel lives in Cleveland. And as y'all all know from previous experience,
everyone.
we just 1 minute, please.
My English is not good, so my
Just one second. Your microphone's right over here. Okay. First of all, hold still just for a second, please. Okay. You have 3 minutes to speak, and we cannot answer any questions from you. We can't participate. This is your participation. Okay. So feel free to say whatever you need to. You have 3 minutes to start, and I'm going to flip this over.
Okay.
And you may begin. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Raquel Reina. And I want to expose the problem we have on my neighborhood in Cleveland. My daughter helped me because my English is not good. And I want to everyone understand that I want to say. Esta es una de las historias, las primeras historias horribles que vivimos. Gunner, un perro con dueño.
This is one of the first stories of the first foster we ever had. Gunner, the German Shepherd mix. He had owners, and they let him roam free. And this was the result of that. He was known in the neighborhood as a very sweet dog. Everyone knew him, knew he had owners. But there was one owner who saw saw him on his property on the side, and decided that he was right to shoot him in the leg. Gunner was only 1.5 years old, barely even growing into his size, and he had lost his leg because of it.
Una historia más.
One more story.
Homer. Con dueño.
He also had an owner and let him roam free as well. And this was the result of it.
10 días tirado afuera.
His owners had left him outside even after that injury. They didn't think to bring him inside. They didn't think to aid him at all. He had no home, nothing.
Estos casos son los que nos tocan el corazón.
These are the cases that touch our hearts.
6 bebés
6 babies, this is one of them,
en una caja.
in a box,
Same condition, all of them.
in the same horrible condition.
Camino a la escuela y a mi trabajo. Tuvimos que llegar tarde mis hijos a la escuela y yo a mi trabajo.
We found them on the way from work to school, and we had to arrive home late because of that.
Yo solo quiero pedir. Yo creo que la mayoría de los que estamos aquí I think the most we hear, we trust on God. We trust on Jesus. I think. Please, on Jesus' name.
Okay.
I want to ask
We're out of
for
time.
help.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate you being here. Lydia Martinez. Good morning, ma'am. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
And you're from Cleveland also, correct? Okay. All right, we're going to start the time.
I'm here to address the ongoing issues with stray animals, owned animals, and others roaming the streets of Cleveland and its surrounding areas, as well as the dangers they pose. This is an important topic because I also understand that no matter how much we discuss it here, nothing will change unless you put it on your agenda. That's why I'm asking you today, please put this issue on your agenda and take action. It's frustrating to stand here after so many people have spent years raising the same concerns, only to hear the same response. We can't do something about it now, but we will eventually. My question is simple: when? When will you make a difference? When will you stand up and help us? This is a problem that has been in your hands for far too long, and yet we're still having the same conversation with no visible progress. If it's within your power to act, why hasn't anything been done? How much longer are we expected to wait? I also want to address the unfair blame on law enforcement often receiving regarding this issue. The officers are expected to manage the problem, but how can they? They're understaffed, underfunded, and with lack of resources, how are they expected to handle the stray animals? There's no dog pound, no shelter, or facility where they can take the dog. What are they supposed to do? Take the dog home? That's not realistic, and it's not their fault. The responsibility for creating a solution lies solely with you. They're already stretched too thin to be doing this stuff. I also know for a fact that the county received $17,135,507 in ARPA funds. Where is that money going? If properly allocated, there is more than enough funding to build a dog pound or implement programs to address issues. You also collect tax revenues from the growing number of residents moving into the area. Where is that money being spent? It's particularly frustrating to see commissioners receiving annual raises and car allowance benefits that are public record. While crucial community needs like law enforcement and animal control remain severely underfunded. Why is it acceptable for leaders to prioritize their own perks while ignoring the pressing concerns of the people they serve? These are valid questions, and we deserve clear answers. Without transparency and accountability, it is impossible to understand why nothing is changing. These are just a few questions I have, and I will continue to bring them to every meeting I attend. While my focus has been on animals because that's a huge part of what I do, this issue is bigger than that. It's about accountability, transparency, and the need for real change. Why are we still having these conversations? Why hasn't anything been done? If you won't act now, when will you? I will keep raising these issues until the real progress can be seen. We cannot afford to wait any longer. The time for action is long overdue. Thank you.
Time. Thank you, Ms. Allred.
Thank you.
And, Ms. Martinez. Next person up, Alexis Allred. Yes, ma'am.
I'm Alexis Allred. I live in Cleveland. For the past 8 years, I have been fighting for the animals day in and day out. It's gotten way worse. It's like a third world country in the last 4 years. I have dedicated my life to helping them because they're everywhere I turn suffering. They are usually ate up with fleas, worms, sick, stabbed, poisoned, beat, starved, just plain neglected. So much so that I bought a building to accommodate them. I mainly help cats in the building, but I never turn down a dog I find in need, hurt, or whatever it is. Over these last 8 years, I have trapped, spayed, and neutered at least 2,000 cats in Cleveland, and I have rescued, fostered, adopted out at least 500 more cats. I have rescued at least 200 dogs or more, and no end in sight. We don't have a cat shelter in town, so I'm in, or my fellow rescuer brat. Please help us help them. The animals need our help. They are God's creatures, and you all are failing them. We are supposed to take care of them. Please, I'm tired, broke, sick, and sick of all the suffering. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Alessandra Sandoval. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for
Hello,
coming.
everyone. Hello, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to be very short. I'm with the same problem with the stray dogs, but I request to enforce the law for the bad owners because that's going to help us to take care of the animals. If you can have an animal, if you can pay vet, don't have it. Don't have it. If you can help us with that, because it's not a stray dog problem, it's a bad owner's problem. Thank you, Joanna.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Angelica Homafe. Angelica, yes. And how you say your last name?
It doesn't have a line for it, so it's only
Tell Ms.
only
Chambers.
for paper. Angelica Oñate. Angelica.
Angelica, okay. And your last name?
Oñate.
Okay, on your tape. All right, to play the massage.
I'm here not only to speak on behalf of my family, but every person in the room. Taking care of one dog is a journey, but taking care of a pack is an adventure of its own, which I truly enjoy taking care of animals, but it's not my job. We hope that you can see all the effort and work put into helping not only stray dogs, but every animal in need. Out on those streets are dogs with no hope of survival. Creating a proper shelter and providing resources catered to animal control will not only help every stray out there, but every family person who has to work out in these conditions as well. Because, when you walk down the street, you see people struggling to get away from all the strays. 'Cause not all of them are nice. But first and foremost, we need laws. Laws that will protect every stray out there and condemn people that cause these problems in the first place. I hope that every single one of you is the kind of person who will take action. We don't want just promises. We don't want you to say, we will take this into consideration. I want to see something happen. Because I am here, not wasting my time, but I'm here missing out on important things I need to be doing as a student, as a daughter. We come to you because you have the power to make the streets safer for roadside vendors and families that like to enjoy themselves at the park once in a while. We came to you to help innocent creatures that need a guiding hope in their life, strays that need a loving home, and animals that want comfort just like everyone else. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kim Hilton. Howdy, ma'am. Doing good.
Kim Hilton, everybody knows me, Brett, from Cleveland. I live in Cleveland. I was actually born and raised in Liberty County for 58 years. And I have never, ever seen this county look so bad. It looks like a third world country with the stray dog issue. We have begged y'all for 3 years. I've been coming to these meetings, begging for this, get it on the agenda. That's all we're asking, to put it on the agenda so y'all can hear what we see. If you see what we see every single day, it's heartbreaking. It's ridiculous that there's no help. They built Colony Ridge out there. They got more money than God, okay? They could build a shelter out there. We could have low, for spay and neuter, it could be low income. Help us out. Get somewhere we can do that. I mean, there's people that would come here to help spay and neuter, but we need y'all to let them come here and do it. We need help. We need help bad. I mean, it's going to take someone getting killed off of a pack of dogs, and then the county's going to get sued. There is a way around that. I already know. We need help. We need y'all to change the law here. We need y'all to fix something. I mean, we're tired. I have 50 cats at my house because all my neighbors keep dumping them off at my house. I have dogs constantly tied up to my trash can. I mean, we're not a shelter, but that's how they treat us, like a shelter. We need you guys to help us. Please put us on the agenda and hear us out. We can all do this together. Just like he said, together. We need it together. So come on, help us out.
Thank you. Amanda Jordan. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, my name's Amanda Jordan. This is like my 5th time to be here. We've been coming here since 2022 and still in 2025, nothing is happening with the out of control animal problem in Liberty County, specifically Colony Ridge. I wish all of y'all would take a drive through there. Let Brett and Lisa show you where these dogs are. In the middle of nowhere. Nowhere. They're in the middle of nowhere. You don't think they just found their way there? They're dumped there. Y'all need to do something. We're sick and tired of being sick and tired. In 2024, there were 214 animal bites. Over half of them were EMS calls. That is a major problem, and Liberty County is going to get sued for it. And who's going to have to pay the lawyer? We are, the taxpayer. So we're tired of it. Y'all need to do something. This needs to be put on the agenda. We need to talk about this. We're sick of it. Y'all need to do something. Did you know that there's a lawyer in the Houston area that went into animal law because of Liberty County? I think that's a little bit embarrassing. I mean, I hope y'all would think that's embarrassing too. Y'all need to put it on the agenda. There needs to be a county animal shelter. There needs to be ACOs for that county animal shelter. We can get this done, but we can't do anything until y'all do something. Thank you.
Thank you. Jeremy Wright. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is not on an animal issue. This is on
Well,
a whole other subject, but
hold on a second.
unless you want to make it animal subject.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys for being here and doing what you do. We all appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy Wright. I own Perry's Record Service. I also operate Interstate and Smith Towing. We're a family-owned company. I just wanted to introduce ourselves again the first of this year, tell the people in Liberty County, thank you for what you do. And also speak on a few things that we're moving forward with. We bought another 4 acres in city of Cleveland for a bigger office and location, a little more transparency and room to grow and do other things for the community there. We also have this Plum Grove location that we have that's 11 acres that is expanding. And looking to do some things there once we get some items lined out with FEMA. But want to be supportive, want to do what we can for the community, and we definitely acknowledge that it's an honor to be on the rotation with Mr. Rader, and we do appreciate that. It's a big opportunity for us. And just want to say thank you to everybody, and anything you need from us, we'll come running. Thank you.
Thank you. Lisa Noble.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
I'm back. Lisa Noble is my name. I was born and raised here in Liberty County. I've lived all over Liberty, Hardin, Dayton, Cleveland. So anyway, I have been dog rescuing for 6 years because of the problem. These dogs are dogs that I helped, me and my sister. They were in horrible condition. This one right here, we found sitting in a ditch with 3 garbage bags. One had a few chickens. The other 2 had dead dogs and been beaten to death. The blood was pulled up in the bottom of the bags. Thankfully, we saved his life. He had multiple fractures in his skull, face, from being beaten to death. His eye was poked out of his head. This dog right here was clearly strangled. You can see that somebody come up behind him with a freaking rope, put it around his neck, and choked him to death. That is so cruel, and it takes a real evil person. I mean, nobody does that unless they're sick in the head, okay? So anyway, I know I've been here a lot of times. I've tried to be calm about this, but honestly, y'all just keep brushing us off like we're going to forget about it. We can't forget about it. We see this every day. Every day. I cry tears all day long for these dogs that don't deserve this. The humans did this to them. The dogs did not do this. It's time to make a change. We need to get this on the agenda. Even if we start pressing the laws to these owners, because a lot of these dogs was owned. I guarantee you, him and his friends that were killed, they were all owned. All these dogs, even those dogs that you see on the news that were attacking people, they were owned. We need to start holding these owners accountable, and we need to start doing something for the community, like spay and neuter events. How many of y'all have drove out to Colony Ridge? Anybody? It's horrible. It's sick. It's horrible. And I mean, it's just time. It's time, y'all. We need to do something about this, please. We're not going to go away. Because we can't forget about it. Y'all can push it to the side and forget about it, but we cannot forget about this. I mean, I've lived here my whole life, and I don't even recognize my hometown anymore. It's not my hometown anymore. All these new, the population skyrocketed. We got to do something to change. Okay, all these people are coming, they're paying taxes. Let's use that tax money to do something to better our county. Yeah. Because the people that's born and raised here, lived here 50, 60 years, they're ready to move. They're ready to get out of here. I know I am, but I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Ana Kuros. Ana Kuros.
I am not speaking English, but I need 2 words. I need help for the animal in my neighbor. Okay?
Yes.
You listen these people because here for need help. Thank you.
Thank you. Maria Ortegon.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I use this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Maria Ortegon. I'm an independent rescuer and transporter. I come to you today in regards to the overpopulation and animal abuse problem in Cleveland, Texas. I live in Spring, Texas, but I wanted to come before you today in hopes to find a solution to fix the problem here in Cleveland, to be a part of so many other rescuers who are trying to make a difference, to be the voice for the voiceless. I'm constantly seeing posts on social media regarding the numerous animals being dumped, shot, killed, run over, poisoned, beaten, and at times suffer and left to die in the roads. The cats and dogs are attacking one another and at times eating one another. They are in search of food and have no other choice but to survive. I have also seen the situation myself in person when I came to visit Cleveland, Texas with a friend of mine to assess the devastation firsthand. Brad Hilton, Lisa Noble, and Alexis Allright, who I call the Cleveland heroes, do so much for the animals on a daily basis. I speak for myself and many others pleading with you and asking you to please help in the situation. I believe building more animal shelters here and having the animal control officials and the community involved will help bring awareness to the animal situation. By supporting and advocating the importance of spay and neuter and allowing more rescue groups to come in with mobile units to promote such a great cause, holding more meetings and ensuring that there are harsher punishment for animal abusers. These animals are part of God's creation and therefore worthy of appropriate respect, love, and care. Only we can make a difference. Thank you for your time and your consideration.
Thank you. Marlena Reyes. Good morning.
Morning. No speak English, pero ella me traducirá.
Entonces, despacio, por favor, ahí se puede cambiar.
En mi comunidad necesitamos que por favor nos ayuden con el control animal. Hay demasiados animales en la calle.
We definitely need help in our community. We need your help to help the animals.
Okay, I need you to speak up a little bit louder, okay?
That in our community, we need your help to help the animals because there is a lot.
Hay demasiadas personas irresponsables con sus animales.
There are a ton of people who are very irresponsible with their pets.
Necesitamos que ya pongan multas a las personas y que tomen medidas contra ellos porque los animales no son culpables de estar con las comunidades.
We need you to create laws and fines for these people because it is not the animal's fault that they are out here. It is the owner themselves.
Necesitamos una perrera.
We need a shelter for the animals.
Necesitamos que hayan esterilizaciones obligatorias para los dueños de los animales.
We need obligatory spay and neuter for these animal owners.
Necesitamos que ya paren la venta de animales.
We need to stop the excessive sale on dogs, cats, and
Y solamente gracias y espero nos den la ayuda.
and I think and hope that we get the help that we need.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all for participating this morning, and we heard you. Okay, so, yes, ma'am. All righty. Let's see. Jeremy, right, we got you taken care of. Next item, let's see, well, next, sorry. Yes. Item number 813 on the agenda, James Chandler, JD Chandler, if you would ease up here and
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the court. I appreciate you allowing me to make public comment on agenda item 13. It's my understanding that a commissioner has listed an agenda item, which is 13 on this morning's agenda, addressing the now vacant position of the 75th Judicial District Court Judge. It's my understanding this governing body will discuss and vote on the agenda item to have commissioners and commissioners court recommend one applicant for this position. One of my many questions to this agenda item and to the commissioners and the court is, are we doing this in our personal capacity or as a governing body? Second, if you are doing this in your personal capacity, then why would you choose the Commissioners Court to do as such? It's my understanding that the appointment process allows for applicants to obtain letters of recommendations to accompany their applications. And I feel that if a commissioner wanted to offer a recommendation to an applicant, then this would be the proper avenue. I don't think it's proper for the commissioners nor the Commissioners Court to make such a recommendation when they aren't even privy to whom the applicants actually are. It seems as though this is politically motivated, and as such, I don't think this governing body should be involved when there's not an active election.
thank you. Okay. Dee, that's all of them. Okay. All right. So we will get started on, let's see, item number 6, declare conflicts of interest. Anybody have any conflicts to declare today? Everybody good? Okay. Move on to the consent agenda. Y'all had the opportunity to look it over.
I do. I have 3 today. I have Brittany Seldo, a final payoff of $895.33. Robert Weitzel, certificate pay of $250 per month, and Fred Young, deputation and certificate pay of $450. That's all.
Okay. No other additions.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda with the items added by Ms. Harris. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. And that motion carries. Okay, next item. My buddy. You sure you weren't a PE coach at one time in your life?
Somebody left out.
We have 2 folks that we'd like to introduce today that just recently came into the employment of Liberty County. And Ms. Harris, if you'd ease up here and introduce our new gentleman that we just got on board.
Right. So the first one that I'll introduce is Mr. Nathan Green. He will be our new fire marshal. Mr. Green, you want to stand up and wave to everybody or say a few words?
If you would, Nathan, come on around.
Judge, Commissioners, good morning. Nathan Green, as she said, I've been given the opportunity to be the fire marshal for Liberty County. I look forward to this as a chance to use my previous 40-plus years in public service to bring this direction and make it a positive experience for everybody and go forward.
Well, how was your first day in Liberty County?
Came back.
Yeah.
I didn't upload the first box until about 2 o'clock. I had to make sure. It was not as bad as expected. I did meet unexpectedly folks, but I'm not sure how they found me. But I'm working on that aspect. No, I'm not trying to hide from anybody. Very open and transparent. Any questions, I'll answer them as best and as fast as I can. But, I do want to make sure that it's positive for everybody going forward and they get what they need and the county benefits from it. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And our emergency management coordinator will be Mr. A.J. Johnson. And he brought his lovely wife today. If you want to stand up, Lisa. Lisa is Mr.
A shining star.
There you go. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I want to say thank you to Commissioners Court and the citizens of Liberty County. I think it's a great honor to serve as the next emergency manager for this county. Look for growth with the local businesses, local churches, organizations, and also the sheriff's department, for sure. And I think it's an honor to be in this position. And it's my lovely wife. I wouldn't be here without her and Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Amen.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Well, it's great to have y'all on board. And I know that, yeah, you're going to get a lot of questions. So, I mean, it's one of those deals that the questions never cease and our answers never cease. And again, as the sheriff said earlier, our cooperation and ability and opportunity to implement a lot of teamwork around here, that's what it's going to take. You're probably not going to be surprised at Liberty County and the size of it. But then again, if you pull a map out, it's not a 40-minute drive from the south part of the county to the north part of the county. It's more like an hour and 15-minute drive. So if you look at it that way, maybe the road congestion won't be as bad in some locations. But when school lets out or they're going to school in the morning, it's going to get pretty congested. So anyway, just let y'all get your feet wet and get, just acclimated to Liberty County. And of course, if you have any questions or concerns or help with problems, just ask. Sheriff will do everything he can to help you. I know that Matthew and Catherine will too, and the commissioners. So that's all you got to do is let us know. Okay. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
All righty. Regular agenda, number 8, from County Auditor Dwayne Gott. Presentation of fiscal year 9/30/23 financial statements and single audit report. Dwayne was having trouble getting the audit printed out, and he asked if we could possibly table this until the next meeting.
Make a motion to table.
So, got a motion and a second to table. Any further discussion? Call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 8.2 from Mr. Whitmire. Consider and approve a meeting date for discussion on animal shelter in Liberty County, Texas. So see, there it is. We have request for an item on the agenda and it just popped up. So no, we've been considering this, and let me explain this to you. The legal issues involved in the county operating an animal shelter, and Matthew can allude to that if he'd like, or Catherine can, and then the monetary, just overall expense of doing this. It's not where you may wave a magic wand and make it happen. It takes years. Nothing's going to happen overnight. It just doesn't do that way. Although the problem seems to have appeared overnight, but it's been slowly getting larger by the day. Yet still, we have to be very careful what we do with taxpayer money. I noticed there was a mention a while ago about we got $17.3 million in a grant through ARPA funds. Yep. If you want to know where the money went, it's all public record. Just pull it up. We'll be glad to answer any questions. So what I'm asking for, and I know that Mr. Whitmire discussed it. Consider and approve a meeting date for discussion on animal shelters in Liberty County, Texas. Let's have the opportunity, David, if we can, to let everybody send in, I guess, the time. The county attorney's office is going to have to do some research, but get some time together where you feel comfortable addressing the issue. Okay. Don't want to be unfair about this because folks are going to say, well, if the county has over 75,000 population, it's mandatory that you have a shelter. No, it's not. It doesn't say shall, it says it's encouraged. Okay. So things like this, we need to clarify. Sheriff on his side, also on the legal issues with animal control somewhat. Okay. So give us the opportunity, but same token, let's keep the skillet hot and work this problem. So if you would get with Dee Dee, call Dee Dee in my office and give her some availability dates. And what we'll do is we'll try to estimate what the crowd might be, and then we'll act accordingly for a location that would be advantageous for everybody to attend, in the location period that would be okay for everybody to get there and at least have the opportunity to listen and maybe participate. Okay. So what I would ask, David, if you would, let's direct Dee Dee in my office to gather information.
Yeah, and let
from
Matthew put something together. Yeah, I agree. Is that okay, Matthew?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Matthew, you have anything else you want to add to this?
No, I'm happy to put together kind of an outline of the plan and let us try to give you all something to shoot at and improve or alter in whatever way that's appropriate.
Well, honestly, that's what we need. We've had plenty of folks come here over the last few years and say, do something. And then we had some that were here that said, we'll bring you a plan. Well, I've yet to see their plan. And I'd like to see something.
Yeah.
That
I'll make
way
a motion to let
we
Matthew.
can earnestly get off into the discussion about what we can and can't do. But, and then also a location that's appropriate for folks to be able to attend, that's on the north end and on the south end.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would make sense. Something in Cleveland or Plum Grove or something like that.
All right.
So yes, I'll make a motion to let the county attorney put something together and get us a date set.
Okay.
Second.
Got a motion from David, second from Bruce to do the free throw. Okay. And we're going to send this over to county attorney, and he can work it out with my office in finding a location.
Are we tabling until that time?
Yes, until we can actually.
So-
We're
not actually table, we're instructing them to set up a workshop.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You might want to do that in a form of motion then.
Okay, Dave, you want to
I
change
just
your
did.
motion?
Yeah.
To-
Make a motion to let Matthew put something together and make a date for us, set a date
for a workshop.
For a workshop, yeah.
Should Matthew coordinate or should Dee Dee coordinate?
I think they'll work together.
Yeah.
Because Dee's going to have to find the location. Yeah, but Matthew can get the agenda.
Yeah.
I'll second that.
Okay. Everybody clear? Lee, you got that okay?
Got it.
All right. All right, got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 8.3 from Sheriff Rader, consider and approve the increase in annual monitoring maintenance agreement for the security cameras upgrade at the gun range. Adding another 4 security cameras, annual fee is $1,031.40. Sheriff, what you got?
Yes, sir. We've added 4 cameras up there. As you know, we've expanded, added to the classroom. We've got ammunition up there, supplies. And the 4 cameras added will increase the annual cost by $336 for a total of $1,031.
Yeah, it's needed too. Make a motion to approve.
Second. Motion from David, second from Greg. Further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Number 8.4 from Sheriff, Consider and approve Dayton Electric Company LLC to install conduit in the new tower building for communication servers. Install the UPS system and a panel for the UPS system branch circuits for a total of $3,096.02. Sheriff, that's, let Billy talk about this. Chief Knox, if you would.
So we're in the final stages. This is one of the last things. We're looking, March right now, the second week. It's turning the tower on. This is the last legs or the lights at the end of the tunnel. We're almost there. The move will take about 3 days from the Ames Tower to the new location, but we are looking to go live second week of March.
What say the court?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion from Bruce, second from David. Further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 8.5 from Sheriff. Consider and approve trading in 6 revolver duty weapons purchased in 2020 for the Liberty County Jail staff to help offset the cost of purchase of 5 new Sig Sauer P320 9mm weapons, including 4 holsters and 12 boxes of 20 count ammo for a total cost of $705.68. Sounds like a pretty good deal, Sheriff.
Yes, sir. We bought those guns and they're kind of outdated, being the revolvers and everything. We're upgrading the COs to be able to carry a good pistol, a Sig Sauer, in my opinion. But yes, good deal.
Motion from Greg.
Second.
Second from David. Any further discussion?
Sorry, y'all.
At least it wasn't a Mickey Mouse Club or something. Yeah. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Number 8.6 from Ms. Soliday over at Permits and Inspections. Consider and approve the request from River Ranch to keep the street names instead of county road numbers. The CAD that's has confirmed there are no duplicates of these suggested names. So Jesse, you're going to speak on this one. Come on up here if you would, please.
Where's River Ranch?
South of Dayton.
146.
146, yeah.
It's pretty straightforward on there. It's just consider and approve it. There's no duplicate names. They're hassling us about name roads instead of county roads.
Okay. Matthew, any problem with that? I don't. I mean, it's,
Nothing that I can think of.
you know, majority of that's in the city of Dayton. Well, it's in their ETJ.
There's no problem with CAD as far as that.
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the 911 system?
Make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Got a motion from Bruce, second from Greg to approve. Further discussion?
Thank you.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 8.7 from Ms. Chambers. Consider and approve the purchase of additional shelving for the county clerk's office for the historic books from Southwest Filing and Storage in the amount of $2,139.89 to be paid out of the county clerk records management fund. Thank you for using that fund.
You're welcome. What we're using, specifically what it's for is to put shelving in place for our historic books. When we were installing the newest shelving, we found space for a little bit more, so we wanted to go ahead and add on as much as we could. So this will complete our expansion of the shelving in the big book room.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion from David, second from Greg to approve. Further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. The motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.
Brother Harold.
Number 8.8 for Mr. C. Consider and approve payment application number 5 for White Construction in the amount of $302,548.23 for the Northwest Annex project. Self-explanatory, pretty much. Yeah. Okay.
Approve.
Second.
Motion from Greg, second from Bruce. Any further discussion? Call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 8.9 for Mr. C, consider and approve payment of invoice number H01977 from Rava Kistner, in the amount of $3,474.02 for construction materials testing services for the Northwest Annex. Pretty self-explanatory. What say the court?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion from Bruce, second from Greg. Further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 810 from Mr. C. Acknowledge and accept addendum to contract with DRC Emergency Services LLC for disaster debris removal services. Okay, now you probably have to explain what.
Yeah, y'all already approved DRC as a new disaster debris removal company. And y'all also named the alternate, which is Crowder Gulf. And all this is this was an addendum to the contract with DRC that says they're aware that we have a secondary if they don't fulfill their contract, whatever we can use. They signed it, say they agree with that. So it's just an addendum.
Matthew, any problem with that?
No.
Okay.
Make approve. Second.
Motion from Greg, second from Bruce to approve. Further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 811 from Mr. C, consider and approve the purchase of new vehicles for various departments.
This is really why the two new guys are here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I was getting.
Well, we can't have them riding on a skateboard.
The emergency management, we waited, we looked and found some that are available. We looked at SUVs and trucks. And we waited till they got here so we could talk to them and see what fit their needs the best. So emergency management, we have a quote from Caldwell Country on a buy-board contract. And it's for a 2025 Tahoe. It's $55,895. I talked to a county auditor. I was hoping he'd be here today, but he says, we don't really have that budgeted, but I know with a new hire, y'all are amending the budget to make it happen.
Yeah, they gotta have a vehicle.
Yeah, so it's gonna be done. It just hasn't been done yet.
Okay.
He said there'll be money there. He'll put it from somewhere else.
Okay.
And then on the fire marshal, we found the same place, Caldwell Country on buy-board contract, 2024 Chevrolet Silverado Crew Cab, and it is $43,640. And that one is on the lot, but another governmental entity is also looking at it. So it's first come, first served. But
okay.
If y'all approve, at least approve the truck at that somewhere in the $50,000 range. In case we lose that one, we go ahead and get another one and not have to wait.
All right. What say the court?
I move that we approve it.
Motion from Greg.
Second.
Second from Bruce to approve. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nay. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 812 from Emergency Management. Consider and approve adding a Sharp BP 50C31 with 3 trays, fax, and center exit. The Platinum Copy Solutions Master Contract be an add-on of $125.18 per month. Is that correct? Am I good? Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion for Bruce.
Second.
Second from Greg. Further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. This next item, 813 is from Commissioner Karbowski. Consider and approve a resolution of support for the 75th State District Judge for Liberty County. I cannot participate in this. And I'll explain why. If you look on the Code of Ethics, Judicial Canon number 5, there are 3 reasons in there why I can't participate. So Number 3, especially a judge or judicial candidate shall not authorize the public use of his or her name endorsing another candidate or any public office. Therefore, I'm going to step away. I'll let Bruce read the agenda item since it's his agenda item. And once we get finished with that, I'll step back and call for a vote. Okay? Matthew, is that acceptable?
That's acceptable.
Okay. All right. Bruce, if you would, please.
Consider and approve the resolution of support for the 75th State District Judge for Liberty County.
You want to read the resolution or just leave it like it is?
Leave it like it is.
Okay. What say the court?
Make a motion to approve.
Do you have any reservations about that?
I do and especially if y'all make a motion second and actually approve it. We haven't said a name. There was a name included in the packet, but it hasn't been discussed. I don't think it's sufficient for open meetings.
You don't think it's what?
Sufficient for Open Meetings Act, not to name the person that y'all are considering. Unless the motion is to consider a certain person or includes that, but even still, it doesn't get over the notice issue.
So we can't take no action on this.
That's correct. I would encourage you not to.
Will we have?
I'll rescind that motion.
Okay.
Make a motion to take no action.
Got a motion from Bruce, a second from Greg to take no action. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. And once again, let the record show that I'm not participating. It's not an abstain. Well, it is abstain, but it's not either for or against. Okay. All right. Number 814, from Mr. Poston, Mr. McCarty over in the county attorney's office, consider and approve the abandonment of County Road 161 located in Precinct 1, Liberty County, Texas, in accordance with the section 251.057 of the Texas Transportation Code. You don't give up a road over here, Bruce?
I don't know nothing about this.
Well, we are going to help you out with that.
Okay.
So myself and Mr. Pickett have been working on this project. He has a client that owns a couple of parcels. And I'm going to put these on the Elmo, if I can get some assistance, Judge Knight.
North of the railroad tracks in Redwood, that 650 acre tract that was sold.
That's not the one that has the.
182 over to 2830.
Is that the one that has the gate on it?
There were county roads there that never been developed, never been maintained by the county. Once they've been under fence.
I look for 161.
Exactly. It's pretty hard to find.
That's not the one that has the gate on it.
No.
No.
That's a different matter that I'm for on.
Gotcha.
Well, and the power's on. I clearly could be doing something wrong. But on these two abutting parcels, you can, we were able to see where 161, and this isn't really a great.
Anyone live on the road?
No.
That's all one contiguous 660 acres inside of the fence. Nobody, it's all my clients.
So you can see this is.
Maintain the road either.
It's not just that road. There's another road too. That's called an abandoned road as far back as the 1950s in deeds that runs just, supposedly runs just north of railroad tracks, but it's never been in existence either.
So 161 starts here, and I think this is the FM?
Should be 2830.
2830. And you can see on this CAD map, CR 161 comes through the track up here, but what you don't see is it comes down through this track down here into another tract. You can see in this map, you can see 161 come through that parcel down here
And what's misleading about the CAD map, because the county road maps, the chapter 258, don't show that at all.
No, they don't.
Don't show 161 anywhere, which is actually the official map for where the county roads are.
But there is a deed from, what year?
That talk about roads,
Yes,
especially in the 50s.
there's a deed from the 50s that talks about 161 and it being abandoned, but there is no order, right? And that's what we are here today. We are pretty positive this has been abandoned previously, but there is no order by the court saying such. And to clarify this, we would ask the court for my office, along with Mr. Pickett, to go forward with the abandonment process. This is property that has been, and you can see the second parcel of the county road kind of comes in right here at the bottom. But both of these tracts have been fenced in for over 20 years. Mr. Pickett's client has clearly taken these properties by adverse possession in the state of Texas. But we would like to do this the right way under the transportation code and move forward with the abandonment process.
So what we're asking is for an abandonment of any county roads within the legal description of the approximately 660 acres.
So this road,
To approve the abandonment of County Road 161.
Okay. Motion from Bruce, second
so
from
it's
Greg.
not blocking any first responders, nothing?
So,
Okay.
so what we'll do in the meantime is I will get in touch with any common carriers, any public utilities, quite possibly the railroad, give them notice of this and an opportunity to object, and then we'll come back and ask you to sign an order.
Second.
Oh, already got a second.
Oh.
Yeah, Bruce
Third.
made the. Fair enough. All righty. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. The motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Number 815, County Attorney's Office, consider and approve the appraisal of 1801 Trinity Street by Scott Stevens and Associates in the amount of $2,500. Catherine?
So last court, if y'all recall, you accepted an offer for an in-kind trade of county-owned property located at 1811 Trinity Street from First Liberty Bank. And in accordance with statute, both properties have to have fairly recent appraisals before the trade can close. The property owned by FLB has a current appraisal. We need to get one for our property. I've contacted Scott Stevens. Yes, is it Scott Stevens? Scott Stevens and Associates, as recommended by our realtor, to do an appraisal of the property. He has said he could do it in approximately 3 weeks for $2,500. So I would ask that we approve an engagement letter to get this ball rolling.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion from Bruce.
Second.
Second from David. Further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.
And just so you're aware, I have spoken to Angela at the auditor's office. They do have the funds for this.
Yes, ma'am. 816 is going to be an executive session item. 816 is discuss take potential action regarding settlement negotiations of pending litigation, GIL Salcedo Castro versus Thomas Coldwell, the United States District Court, Texas number 124 CV 00409 MAC. So I'll need to get y'all to make a motion and a second. Consider going into executive session at this time.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Second.
Motion from Bruce, second from David, to move into executive session. Any further discussion? Call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. It's now 10:20. Is that right, Lee? And we are in executive session. All right, we're back in a regular session, about 10:40 a.m. Item for discussion held under Local Government Code 551.071, which is consultation with attorney discussing the potential action regarding settlement negotiations of pending litigation, Gil Salcedo Castro versus Thomas Coldwell. Matthew, you have anything you'd like to add to this, or?
No, but we would encourage and recommend a motion and second to authorize our outside counsel to pursue settlement negotiations.
Make a motion for outside counsel, approval for outside counsel to negotiate this settlement.
We got a motion from Bruce, a second from Greg. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Bruce, what comes up next?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Show right. Got a motion from Bruce, a second from David. All in favor, say aye.